YouTubers, this is King6, aka Raymond. If you're wondering why I'm sad right now, well, I just cried a little bit earlier today. Well, my mama sent me a song by Cole Swindle, I think that's his name. Give me a sec, guys. I just heard it earlier. It's gonna be a sec. It really brought a tear to my eye for lots of reasons. Now, Cole Swindle. His name is Cole Swindle. This guy actually sang a really beautiful song. Sang a really beautiful song called "You Should Be Here." You ever wonder, guys, that all the loved ones that we've lost, you kind of wish that they were here to see life as it's going right now? Because when you lose loved ones, you kind of wish that they would stick around a lot longer, because you like to see the accomplishments and all the stuff that's happened in your lives, and hopefully it puts a smile on your face. Now, the reason why I say that is later in my bio, when I did my bio video earlier, I told you guys that I've lost a lot of family members on a certain month. And this month, I lost an uncle in August, which is, as you guys know, it's August now. Yeah, he died in a car crash, and he died around 1991. Or was it 1993? It's kind of hard to keep track, because it's sad to try to remember when they died. You want to remember how they lived. Now, back to let you guys know, back on my bios, that I really don't like June very much. I lost my grandpa back in 2007. I lost another person that was really close to me. This is her right here. If you guys are wondering who this is, I call her Nina. And she was my godmother. She's been my godmother ever since I was born. Been there in my life a lot. And as I grew up, she always calls me Junior all the time, because I'm named after my dad. But I call her Nina all the time. My mom told me one story that when I was 2 or 3, when I was able to talk, I called her Mom one time when my aunt held me. She looked at my mom and says, "I'm so sorry. I am so sorry." My mom looked at her and said, "Don't worry about it. You've seen him all the time. It doesn't matter to me." You know, guys, when I was a kid, I always go to my parents, with my parents. We have to go to parents when you're kids. You have to. It's just, my mom just texted me. She said, "Sorry that I made your night depressing." It's not depressing. It's just hearing that song. I was looking at that picture I have right there in my living room. Makes me miss her. It makes her wish that she was here. Because, think about it, guys. Like I told you guys before in my early videos back in early 2015, I'm an uncle. My brother has a son. I love my nephew to death. I know she would too. But no, going through that is really hard. Knowing that some of our family members that are not with us, and not just see the accomplishments that we are doing. But back to the what I was talking about when I was a kid. When you go to parents, you always got to go wherever they go. We always go to funerals, and I never understood a funeral at a young age. I didn't show any feelings. I didn't show any remorse when I lost some loved ones. Even though I said, hey, I remember you when you were this high and everything. I see them, but then as a kid, I don't remember them very much. But as I got older, I started to get to know them, every single one of my family members. But that day in June, when she was gone, it hit me. I was at work, and I got a phone call from my job saying, hey Raymond, you got a phone call. I answered the phone, and he said, it's your dad. Okay. He says, hi Dad, how you doing? And he just said in the most depressing voice, son, there's a death in the family. And when he said that, it's like, who? He said, Nina. She's in the hospital and she might not make it. My heart sank. A person that has been there all my life, it really hurt me. But what really killed me was the next day I took my car because I had to go to work at a certain time. I went to the hospital. I saw her lying in bed with breathing tubes. My mom took me in. I looked at her and said, hi, Nina, it's me, Junior. I don't know what to say. It's just, I hope you feel better because we need you. Don't leave us. I told her I love her. And then I had to go. The drive home was terrible. I had a long drive back home. And as I got dressed, she was in my mind. All the memories of what she did with me. And all the times we had. I said to myself, she'll get better. She'll get through this. She's a strong woman. She can get through anything. As I went to work, hour and a half, hours later, my dad called me and said, she's gone. That broke my heart. It really did. So I asked my manager, can I leave? Because I just found out my aunt's gone. They understood, so they let me leave. But what really killed me was the following weeks, my mom was playing the funeral for my aunt. She had a lot full of albums of her and her holding me. I cried my eyes out. I just couldn't believe it. And after that, the service was really hard because my mom went through this before. My uncle, that's my mom's brother, that got killed in a car accident. She lost a sibling. Now she lost two. God forbid. I really don't want to feel like what it's like to lose a brother. Because it would kill me a lot worse than you guys would ever imagine. But one thing I actually found out, my grandpa, he wasn't really my grandpa, but I acknowledged him as a grandpa anyway. When he saw her on that hospital bed, he was crying his eyes out. He said, she wasn't supposed to go. I was supposed to go first. My grandpa was in his 80s, and he said he wished that if he would switch places with her, he would. But a year later, my grandpa actually announced to us that well, he's been doing dialysis a long time. That's what's keeping him alive. And my grandpa actually sat us down and said to us, I decided not to do dialysis anymore. And the doctor told me that I have a week to live. So, every day, since that day, the next day, I've seen them every day in that week. It was great. But the second day, my grandpa was losing his vision. As I'm staring at you guys right now, my grandpa was looking that way. He was saying, bye, bye Ray, hope to see you again. And as I was standing right there, it's like, I got up, walked to that direction where he was looking at. I said, I'll see you again. As I looked at my aunt and my grandma, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. I just shook my head like, he was losing his sight. Then after that, he was losing his hearing. And Friday, I was off. I had to go work early in the morning the next day, but then I found out that my grandpa was in his bed, couldn't talk, couldn't see, and felt like he was getting ready to go. And we called his family down, and the last thing I said to him was, I love you, Grandpa, and I hope to see you again. As I said that, I knew that this was the last time I was going to see him. So I told him I'll see him again. And as soon as I left, I saw my little cousins I haven't seen in years. They looked at me and said, how's Grandpa doing? He's going to be better? I looked at them and said, yes, I hope he does get better. I didn't have the heart to tell him that I don't think he's going to make it. So as I left, I got up at 6. I mean at 5 o'clock, I'll take that back. 5 o'clock. Had my breakfast. 15 minutes after I was getting ready to go, get dressed, my dad calls me and said he's gone. 2 a.m. he left. He passed away. So I called my job, told him I couldn't come to work because he's gone. So I went back to bed, get refreshed because I was going to go over to my grandma's house and remember the good times. My brother got up 2 hours after I did, in the same hour I did. He looked at me and said, why are you at work? Why aren't you at work? I said, I stayed home. Why? Because Grandpa passed away. My brother worked till 11 p.m. He wanted to come down, but he was too tired to go. So now he felt bad. Then, as you guys knew what happened earlier, at the beginning of 2015, I told you guys, my aunt's boyfriend committed suicide on New Year's Eve. Started a new job, a new year, and I was having a nephew coming, and my nephew was going to come into the world. I woke up and said to myself, this is going to be the best year ever. And then I got a call from my dad and said, he's gone. And as soon as he hung up the phone, I was like, well, my year just went down the drain. Just like that. So, within 2 weeks, we did the funeral, set everything up. My brother gave the most heartfelt speech ever. I've never seen him cry his eyes out, ever. And it's just, when you think about it, you kind of think that when you have family or friends, either one, you never know how long they're going to be around. So my mom just told me, you have to make every single minute count. because you never know if they might leave us unexpectedly. So, for me, every time we have a family function, family reunions, birthdays, you name it, I go. Because they're my family. And my family sticks together no matter what. Although I have another family who hasn't talked to me in about 8 years for stupid reasons and obvious reasons. But it's all about money with my other family. What was really sad about my other family was my aunt, who was also my godmother on my dad's side, said my name wrong. It says, "Hey man," it says, how's my godson? I looked at her like, hello, I'm Raymond. I'm your godson. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like, she's known me all my life, and she doesn't know the difference between me and my brother. Makes me miss her a lot more. A lot more. Because she would know me off the back. Even my old bald spot back here. So guys, if you ever get a chance, Cole Swindle, you should be here. Be sure to listen to that song, okay? Yeah, Cole Swindle, you should be here by Cole Swindle. Be sure to listen to that, okay? Because it makes you wish they were still here with us, and every loved one. So I make a plea with you guys, okay? No matter how bad your family gets or how close they are to them, make every minute count, because you never know that they might be gone from this world. You never know. It can happen unexpectedly, and then you gotta tell yourself, man, I should have done more with them. I should have done more with them. That's how it was with me. So I decided, ever since when she was gone, I've been close to my family a lot more than I have. Sorry guys, I sound depressed, but ever since I heard that song, it makes me miss her so much. Because she's been there all the time. I mean, if you need help, she'll be there. She will be there like that. You know, I was lucky to have her. I was lucky to have all my family members. My grandpa, my aunt, and my aunt's boyfriend. He was more than just a friend. He was a family member to me. Made my aunt happy. Helped my grandma. Helped me and my family a lot. Been there for us. The first time that we met him, we got along great. And we actually me and my two brothers invited him to go see Transformers. The very first Transformers movie. And he had the time of his life, and my aunt felt proud that her nephews asked him to go see a movie with us, the three of us. It was the best. So if you guys are wondering, I do like the Raiders and the Niners, but I also root for the Cowboys, because that was his team too. So I root for all three. Helps a lot. Well guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactions, more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed this. I miss them so much. Well guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, stay positive.